everybody, welcome back to Real Good Pilates. I'm Michelle, and today I have for you an advanced level Pilates Reformer workout. So we're going to start by getting nice and warmed up, and then we're going to progress into these high level advanced exercises. So make sure you are ready for that in your practice. We're going to use our reformer box throughout this workout, so make sure yours is close by. If during our workout we come across an exercise that feels like a little bit too much for you today, please hold off and come back to it at another time when you're feeling ready. All right, we're going to start with footwork. So have your foot bar all the way up, have your desired springs on. You can have about 3 heavy red springs or maybe 2 reds and a blue, something like that, and then come on down onto your backs. You can have your headrest positioned however is comfortable for you. Let's place our heels on first with your ankles and knees all the way together if that's comfortable. So feel a nice connection between your inner thighs. Get to a neutral spine. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we press out and then return. So just getting nice and warmed up through the lower body. Try to spend about the same amount of time pushing out as you do to return. And now's a good time to kind of check in, see if you like your spring tension, and then adjust if you'd like. Good. Even when the legs are straight, feel that nice connection between the inseams. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Now come in halfway like you're sitting down deep in a chair and take a couple little pulses. Yes, just this nice short range little action. Dropping down towards the foot bar. 3, 2, 1, and then push all the way out and then return back to the bottom. Good. Now keep your legs together. Wrap your toes around the bar. Heels relax towards the floor. And then we press out. Same breath and tempo. Very nice. Good. So here we're getting a nice stretch for the backs of the ankles. Keep that Achilles tendon nice and long. So nice. Check in with the rest of your body. See if you're holding on to any tension that you can let melt away. Very good. Let's do 2 more here. Let the heels really hang. Now press all the way out to straight and just stay here for a breath or 2. See if you can relax your heels to stretch even further beneath the bar. Good. Try to relax a little more. Send the heels slightly further. Very good. Now bend the knees and bring yourself back down. Next, take your feet out wide to the corners of the foot bar. Stay parallel, so you're almost in a kind of wide squat with the feet, and then press out from here. So we exhale out, inhale to return. Good. So really getting down low into that bend of the knees. The wider feet makes that a little bit easier to accomplish. Very good. Making sure you're not hyperextending or locking out the knee joint. Keep it nice and kind of buoyant through the knees. So always moving. Let's do 2 more here. Now press out and stay. So pause with your legs long. Now we're going to pulse at the top of our range of motion. So bend your knees slightly and then press back to straight. Little bend, push. Little bend, push. Very good. Now let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. The faster you go, maybe the smaller the bend of the knees will be. Yeah, so really increasing that speed, pulsing up to your long legs for 3, 2, 1, and then bring yourself down to the bottom. Good. Now leave the legs where they are. Just switch to the balls of your feet. Come up to a high half toe position and then press out and in. Very good. Now if your heels are too high up, it might kind of restrict your range of motion. So have the heels just slightly lower than your maximum heel lift that you could have. Okay, that's kind of right where we want to be for that high half toe. Very good. All right, now let's do 3-ish more. 2, Now pause with your straight legs and do some calf raises here. So lowering and lifting the heels beneath the bar. So kind of working through that stretched position we found a minute ago, and then engaging back out of it. Very nice. Feel nice and connected to your glutes right on the sides of your hips. Give them a little squeeze. Okay, now we're going to take this same ankle action, but with bent knees. So lift your heels high, come in halfway. Now try to leave your legs still and just swing your heels down and up, down and up, which is not easy. If it's too intense, push your carriage away from the foot bar a little bit more. All right, now to add to this, we're going to pulse up and down. So when my heels lift, the carriage will go out an inch or two. When they drop, we'll come in an inch or two. Up, down. Good. So the heels and your machine go in the same direction. Couple more. Good. The knee joint pretty much stays at this same angle, and we're just pushing, using those thighs. Last 3, 2. Now pause with your heels up and push to your long legs to finish. And then come all the way back down. Ooh, good, you guys. All right, shake your legs out a little bit. Let's take off a spring and get to some single leg presses. So maybe be at 2 reds or a red and a blue. That could be a good weight. And then lie back down. Okay, so put one foot on the ball of your foot, high half toe. Other leg comes up to tabletop. Okay, try to even out your pelvis. Relax the rib cage. And then we're going to press off of our single leg. Very good. So starting to test out how you like your new spring tension. Good. Maintaining that bottom heel, keeping it nice and high and still in space. Good. Let's do 3 more. 2. Now come down to the bottom. I want you to grab onto your free leg, the one that's up in tabletop, kind of grab on behind your thigh, and we're going to add a little bit of a stretch to this. So now both legs are going to straighten at the same time. So I push off the bar, I pull with my arms and extend my top leg, and then bend everything to lower. So both knees extend and then bend. Push and then pull. So see if you can time that so the knees get straight exactly together. That's it. Just as straight as that leg can get. You can choose how much to pull with the arms to feel that stretch. So good. And then come on down. All right, let's do the other side. So toes on, other leg tabletop. Start with just the simple presses of the bottom leg. Very good. Really helps to inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth while we're working. Yes, that'll kind of help to slow our breath down and really focus that exhale on the abdominals. All right, now come down to the bottom. Grab your tabletop leg. Make sure you're nice and neutral, and then we press away. Both legs extend and then in. Good. If you have a slight gap between your low back and the mat, that's going to give you the biggest, best stretch for the hamstrings. Very good. Couple more. Press and in. Last 2. And last one. Ooh, very nice. Okay, next we're going to do another set of single leg presses, but on our heel this time. So place one heel on the bar, right in line with your sitting bone. Other leg reaches straight, as low as you can hold it, over top of the foot bar. Okay, here we go. We're going to push off the bottom leg and then return. The free leg holds in place. Very good. Nice. If it's too intense, elevate the leg slightly. Now next, we're going to add on a kick of this free leg. We're going to kick it up to the ceiling with the foot pointed, flex the ankle, and lower it down. So we point to lift, flex to lower. press and in. Find the tempo that works for you. Try to arrive with those two legs in the L shape together. Very good. Let's do 2 more here. Good. Now pause at the bottom with the leg reaching, and let's pulse off of the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now push out and kick the free leg up to the ceiling one last time, and then come on down. Whew. Good. Okay. Let's do the other leg. Heel on, reach the new leg forward, and then nice and easy, leave the leg long. Good. Check in with your pelvis. Make sure it feels evenly weighted into the mat. Now when you're ready, we float the free leg up to the ceiling and then flex and return. Reach and lower. Good. Feel those oppositional forces between the legs, the high and the low. 2 more. And then let's pause at the bottom for our pulses. Good. Heavy tail, heavy ribs. 3, 2. Kick and lift as we push one last time. And then come on down. Very nice. All right, next we're going to go into some bridging, so spinal articulation. Make sure your headrest is flat. Maybe scooch away from your shoulder rest, just a touch. All right, so both of our heels go on hip bone distance apart. The arms come down next to us. Take an inhale. Now breathe out. You're going to tuck your tailbone under and start to roll your hips up into a bridge without your machine moving under you. Inhale and hold it at the top. And then exhale, soften the chest. Roll through each vertebrae of the spine. And then relax into your neutral to restart. So there's a slight space beneath the low back. And then we smush that space away as we roll up. Good. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs, and then soften down. Very good. Let's do that a couple more times. So really try to have the machine stay still under you. Good. Heels are dragging towards the floor. All right, let's do this 2 more times. Hopefully your spine is feeling a little more and more mobile with each repetition. Very good. Now you're going to pause at the top in your bridge, and we're going to push out from here, keeping our heels high. So the knees lengthen and then pull us back. Reach and pull. Good. Hips get even higher on the bend of the knees. Very good. Think ribs down, hips lifted. Push and pull. Good. 2 more. Last one. Now pause in your best bridge. Lift up a little higher and then melt the spine back down to the mat. Very good. Let's do that 1 more time just to make sure we've got the feel of it. So exhale, scoop and roll. Inhale, find the top of your bridge, and then we push away and return. Out and in. Very good. Feel super connected to the backs of the legs. 3, 2. Try to find the bottom each time. Come all the way to the base. Good. Now come into your bridge. Lift even higher, and then soften to roll down. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to get a little tricky. We're going to combine that bridge and press that we just did with the leg action we practiced on our single leg. So if we remember, our point to lift, flex to lower. So we're going to do a shoulder bridge, which puts that all into one exercise. All right, so very challenging, but let's try it out. This is our advanced day after all. So getting a little more bold now that we're warming up. Hands are down. So we scoop and lift to our bridge. Now, all at the same time, I'm going to push away from the foot bar, remove one leg, and reach it to the ceiling. Now, as I bend my bottom knee, I flex the top foot and drop it, point and lift. Same exact top leg action. We'll do 3 of them. Now, pause with the legs long, place the heel back on the foot bar, lift the hips to bend the knees, and we'll go right away to the other leg. So push and extend the foot to the sky, lower and lift. If this is too intense, place the hips back down like before, straight leg hold, bend the knee to find the foot bar, lift the hips high, and then roll down. Okay, that was a lot. Let's try that again now that we know what we're doing, okay? This takes a lot of coordination and pelvic stability. So here we go. We scoop and lift all at once. We developé the leg out, and then we lower and lift. Good, hip bones square. 2, 1, pause out, find the foot bar, pull to return. Now other side, new leg reaches. We lower and lift, push and pull. One more, pause in your L shape, tabletop to find the foot bar, lift and then lower. So good, you guys. One more time, just for good measure. Scoop under. Now we're on a roll, so let's keep it going. We lift and lower. 3 total. 2. Pause out. Find the bar. Pull in. One last time. So good. You can do it. Down and up. Down, up. Last time. Find the bar. Come into your best bridge yet. And then soften down. Ooh, I am impressed. Good job giving that one a try. Okay, next we're going to go into some ab work. Place your foot bars all the way down and then reduce your weight to a single red spring. And then we're going to lay facing backwards with the straps over our thighs. All right, so get pretty close to the shoulder rests and then you're going to slip your legs through. So the rope will be coming out of the back of the knee. Now, to lay down, the closer your sitting bones get to the shoulder rests, the lighter the resistance is going to feel. So you can adjust to your liking. I'm going to have a little bit of a gap because I like the little bit of the extra weight. So you're going to lay back. Keep in mind, some of you will be hanging off the carriage, but hands will be holding the head for support. Okay, so I want you to leave your left foot down on the headrest, lift your right leg up to tabletop, and imprint through the spine. So from here, I have my leg in tabletop. My rope starts with a little bit of tension. Now just pull the knee towards your chest and then drift it back forward. Yes, and you can just start with an initial flexion of your spine. So your shoulder blades are curled up and you have a good view of what's going on with your leg. Now, if you feel like you're hitting the back of your machine and losing spring tension too soon, that's when you would scoot back even further, okay? So take these first few reps to find your sweet spot. All right, now the addition here, when the knee comes to our chest, we're gonna flex more, twist and rotate our opposite elbow to knee, and then lay back to the mat. Do that again. Exhale, curl, and then inhale, lower. Good. The chin stays off the chest, and we find that nice diagonal oblique connection. Let's do 3 more. And last 2. Very good. Last one. All right. Switch feet. Now the right foot finds the headrest. Left leg comes up. Find that spot where your rope gets tight. That's where your knee will start. And then you pull closer and then return. Pull and then out. Good. So you keep as much flexion as you can up with the back. If you start getting tired and need to lay back, that is totally fine. All right, now let's add our rotation. Increase that rounded spine and twist and then lay back. So exhaling on the crunch, getting some good resistance for our hip flexors to pull against. Very nice. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. And last one. All right, set both your feet down. Lay back a little bit if you have the ability to do so. Okay, if that was hard enough, repeat that. If you're ready for the next level, we're going to do that with both legs lifted. So imprint your spine, make sure you can maintain your imprint, float your legs up, and then we do our same knee pulls with both legs at the same time, curling in and back. Very good. You can angle the feet up a little bit higher if that helps you maintain your imprinted spine. 2 more. Now we're going to twist and rotate, elbow to knee, alternating. So I take my right elbow to left knee and then left elbow to right knee. Good. Switching each time. Pull and lengthen and back. So good, you guys. Few more sets here. Try to get tight into a little ball. How about 4 more? Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Place the feet on the headrest and then stretch on back. Awesome. Okay, help yourself up. Whew, that was just a quick set because that is super intense and that was plenty. So take your legs out of the straps and then we are going to go into some back rowing. So you can leave your one red spring on, cross your ankles, place your feet through the shoulder rests, have about a palm's width of space behind you, and then grab your loops, reach your fingertips to the floor, and then we'll do some straight arm pullbacks. So wide chest, arms pull behind the torso, and return. Good, really squeezing at the back of the shoulder. Feel that opening at the front of the body. Very nice. Good. Lifted through the upper chest. Good, evening out the tempo of the push and the pull. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Very nice. Okay, now reach your arms out to the sides, flip your palms to face back, hands up at shoulder height, and then you're going to do airplane arms, pushing the arms back and forth. So just slightly more intense of what we did a moment ago, elevating the arms. Good. If it's too intense, the hands can drop slightly. I know this is a tough one, but we'll just do a few more. Good. Thumbs towards the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, very good. Okay, now I want you to crisscross your ropes just to get a little extra range. Now, once they're crossed and make kind of an X shape, you're going to place your straps up over the crease of your elbows. All right, now palms facing you, elbows up. Now you're just going to open and close like the shutters on a window. Out and then in. Open and close. Good. So using the opposite straps makes this super duper challenging and a lot more intense than our usual same strap version. Good. If you feel this going up into your neck, you can drop the elbows slightly. All right, now pause with your arms open. Keep tension on the ropes. Try to reach your arms straight up, bend the elbows, and then close back together. Do that again. Open. If the carriage stays still under you, it's much more challenging. Up and down, and then close. Good. A few more times. 1, lock the tension on the springs, reach up and down, and then close. Good. Let's do a couple more sets. Open wide, lift and lower, and close. 2 more. Out, up, down. Ooh, last one. We can do it. Out, lift, lower, and then relax. Ooh, okay, maybe take a little stretch forward over your legs. Ooh, to reset. Very good. All right, uncross your straps. That was just for that one. So back in their proper hands, palms face the ceiling, bicep curls. Good. Knuckles to shoulders. So for now, just keep a tall spine. No curling, no leaning. The higher the elbows, the better. All right, now the next addition is a hinge with a straight back. So when the knuckles find the shoulders, we're on a diagonal lean, and then we come back up tall. Yes, pull and lean, and then return. Good, couple more times. If this bothers your low back at all, you can tuck very slightly under with your tailbone. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Pull, the eyes travel up the wall, and then come up and rest. Okay, so that was the prep. Next, we're gonna go into a full back rowing series, adding some arm extension and some arm circles. Okay, so there's a few elements here, so let's give it a try. Start the same way we did with our hinge and bicep curl. So inhale, lean back. Now exhale, you're gonna sit up tall and reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Now lean over your legs on a diagonal. Once you hit your stopper, flip your palms, round over your legs, and push your arms back to draw a circle, almost like you're a swimmer in the pool. And then find the backs of the hands to meet. Sit up and flip your arms. And we're back to the start. It was a lot of pieces. All right, let's try it again now that we've seen it once. Here we go. We inhale, lean back. Exhale, sit up tall. Lean over the legs. Drop the arms and fold. Now push back and draw the biggest circle you can with the arms. Find the stopper and touch the backs of the hands. And then flip and sit up. Good, a few more times. So good, nose to knees, push away, feel the abs drawing up and in, and then back up. All right, 2 more, flowing through that. Now that we've got it, just kind of enjoying, rolling through the movement. Very good, you guys. Let's do 1 more time, all the way through. Just enjoying all these nice positions we get to pass through. I know it's not easy. We have to think ahead. Big circle through the shoulder. And then come up tall. Wow, very well done. All right, next we are going to take our straps and place them on the floor, and then grab your reformer box and we're going to place it on short ways over your shoulder blocks. Unless you're on the shorter side, you might want to go in front of the shoulder blocks. So short box on, have at least 2 red springs on so your machine doesn't move. And then we're going to be sitting on top of the box, placing our feet under the foot strap. So hook your toes under, scoot back as far as you can till the strap gets tight and the backs of your ankles are resting on the edge of your carriage. All right, now you should have about a palm's width of space behind you on the box. If not, you need to reposition a little bit. So you're gonna hold your hands together and make a circle with your arms. So take a breath in. We're gonna go into a little bit of a round back series. So tucking your tail under, roll back away from your thighs till you see curve through the spine, and then sit back up tall. Do that again. Now you can adjust your position a little bit until this feels right. And lift. You wanna have lots of tension on the strap, pulling into it with your toes. Very good. So really leading with that tilt of the pelvis away from the thighs. Now this time hold back there and stay. You're going to breathe in and reach the arms overhead to frame your face. Now throw the arms and curl over the legs and then sit back up. And we go again. Tuck under on the exhale. Inhale, arm raise. Exhale, throw the arms into your stretch. Inhale, sit up. Good, a few more times. Scoop, keep your back in that same position. Lift, and then toss. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. Maybe rolling back a little bit deeper. And then over. Good. Arms lifting is way challenging on those abdominals. Scoop, lift, round, and then up. Next, we're going to continue this kind of rolling theme and go into some tree. So that's going to be a little more stretchy. So leave your right foot under the strap. Bring your left leg up to your chest. So you're going to hug it in towards you tightly. You're going to hold the back of your knee with your right hand and then hold outside of your ankle with your left hand. You could even grab your foot if you're able to. Now sit tall and squish your torso into your thigh and just stretch and bend your knee a couple of times. Up and down. Swing, just kind of loosening up the hamstring. All right, now once the leg is straight, you're going to keep it straight. Take both hands high to the ankle. Tuck under, roll away from the legs, bring the foot up tall, and crawl down your thigh as far as you can. Now crawl back up, bend your knee, and get back to where we started. Do that again. We straighten the leg, grab up high. Now you pull this top leg with you, try to get it vertical, and then you crawl down it like it's a tree, right? We're climbing the tree down, and then we climb it back up, and then we bend the knee. We straighten the leg, we grab high, tuck under, roll down if you like. Let your head hang back. Now you've got the grip of the hands to help you crawl back up. See, isn't that nicer? And then we bend. Let's do 2 more like that, either with or without the extension of the spine. So good. All right, let's do this one last time. We reach, walk down, let the head release, and then crawl up. Oh, very good. All right, let's give our other leg the same treatment. So now left foot under the strap, right knee to your chest. It'll be the left hand behind the knee, right hand on the ankle. That grip kind of helps us here as we're straightening and bending. You can kind of assist the knee into that position. All right, so let's try a couple with no back extension. Leg is long, both hands grab up top, pull the leg with you and crawl down. Good, get all the way to the very top of your thigh and then climb back up. Good, you guys, extend. That's okay if your knee isn't fully straight. By the time you lay back, you can probably get it pretty darn straight. And then in. All right, if you feel comfortable, start adding in that dropping of the head, nod the chin, and crawl up. Whew. Not an easy exercise by any means, but just the experimenting and the doing and the trying, that's where the magic is. So don't wait till it's perfect to do it. Do it, and that's where you'll get, as close to perfect as possible. I don't know if that exists. And then crawl up. Whew. Okay. Oh, very nice, you guys. So we're going to move our box now. You're going to take it off of your carriage, place it on the floor long ways, and then you want to scooch it back so that the back edge of your box is a little bit beyond your headrest. So your box ends up about kind of in the middle, front to back. Your foot bar is going to come all the way up. And then we're going to go down to a blue spring only. Okay, next we are moving on to a very challenging advanced level exercise. So let's give it a try. This exercise will work whether your reformer is elevated off the floor or low down like mine. So set the box up this same way, no matter what. You're going to place your nearest hand on the shoulder rest, other hand on the box, closest foot goes high half toe on the foot bar. Now kind of bend the knees. You're in this like funky kind of staggered all fours position. Now just take a couple little tester presses out and in on the carriage, okay? So if once we get going, things get too intense, you can always come back here and just work on your leg presses, okay? We're gonna advance into a plank. So pause when your hands are kind of side by side with each other. Now come up into a plank and hover your free leg off the floor. Now you're gonna push the carriage back and forth. And if it gets too intense, you just set the outside foot back on the ground, okay? Push and pull, push and pull. Try to leave your shoulders and hips square. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Set your foot down and then come in and rest. Okay, not too bad, right? Next, we're going to go into a mountain climber variation on this. So even out the hands. The shoulder rest arm will be slightly bent. Come back up into your plank. Now, I want you to push the carriage out and bend your floating knee. Return the carriage and reach it back. So we push forward and then return. So the carriage and the knee go in the same direction. How about 3 more? If you got it in you. 2. Last one. And then come in and relax. Whew. Okay. Very last is going to be an addition of an arabesque at the top, if that works for you. So get back into position. We go through our mountain climber variation and just add a reach of the leg. So find your plank first. We mountain climber and push the carriage out. Now when the carriage returns, I pike, send my leg to the ceiling and look upside down and then return. Lift, pike, and then push. Good, my carriage elbow bends and stretches. 1 more, you guys, up, and then find your knee on the box and come in. Whew. Okay, how was that for a tricky advanced exercise? Good. Okay, walk around and we'll do that on the other side. My box doesn't fit over there at the moment, so I'm going to show this side 1 more time. Okay, so set your box up a little beyond your headrest. Get your 2 hands on. Nearest foot goes to the foot bar. Do a couple test presses. Make sure you set everything up well on this side. Okay, now let's go into our plank. So even out the hands, pop up, reach your outside leg up, and then we push and pull. Out and in. So good. 3 more, you guys. Good. Nothing's gonna shake us here. So solid. Last one. And then come on down. Mountain climbers now. Here we go. Foot to the foot bar. Get the hands side by side. Pop up. We bend the knee as the carriage goes out. And then in. Good. So our foot bar knee stays straight all throughout. 2 more. And last one. And then rest. Good. All right. Last fun addition, reaching tall with our back leg to a little arabesque. All right, here we go. It almost makes it a little easier in some ways. The lift of the hips kind of helps us. So here we go. Find your plank. Mountain climber first. Carriage comes in. We pike, look upside down, and then return. Lift, and then push. So good, you guys. 3 more. And now you can do it. 2 more. And last one. Ooh, so good. All right, very well done. Okay, next exercise, we're gonna bring the box back onto the carriage in a long box position. Okay, so now your box is on long ways. We need to lift our foot bars up just 1 notch from the bottom. So we have a little bit more lift. And then I have this little sticky mat. It's not necessary, but I like to put it here just so I don't feel like my pants are slipping. And then I'm gonna do this on a red and a blue spring. You could absolutely do 2 reds or even just 1 red. To me, red and a blue is kind of a happy medium. Okay, so we're gonna walk around, place our hands on the box. We're gonna climb our feet up to the foot bar in a V. So heels together, toes apart on the balls of our feet. Now, getting positioned on the box is gonna make or break this whole exercise. Push the box out a little bit, drop your knees down slightly, and rest the edge of the box on the very top of your thighs. So your pubic bone, your hip bones, your whole pelvis is over top of the box, okay? You might have to play around with that or put a cushion under your hips if this is uncomfortable. Now just rest your hands on the box and lay your body down. So now high heels, bend your knees as much as you can down to the bottom. Draw your abs away from the box. Now I want you to straighten your legs, lift your torso off of the box, and then come back in and set your torso down. So by no means is this a comfortable exercise in terms of like our thighs and our hips being on the box. I totally get it, but adjust until you feel like you get the right leverage. So it's all about being able to kind of post up on the edge of the box. So move around till you feel like you can do that. All right, now push out, lift your stomach up away, and find your long legs. Now this time, bend your knees and come up into a bigger back extension, looking up towards the ceiling. Now go back out to that long diagonal line, bend and place your body on the box. Do that again, push out to your long line. My abs pull up. Now I push off the box and lift, reach to that dart position, and then down. Okay, you can continue with your hands on the box, or we're gonna do the full exercise with no arms helping us. So reach the fingertips to the floor, pull the abs away first, sweep the arms forward as we find our dart position. Now bend your knees, extend your spine and look up. Reach back out to your long line and then release to the box. Do that again. We reach out, bend the knees, get more of your body off the box. Reach long and then lower. All right, 2 more times. Leave your heels squeezing together to assist you. And then in. Last time, you guys, so good. Long line, chest to the sky, reach, and then lower. Okay, good. Grab the box, slide yourself out of there, climb to the floor, and then just stretch back towards your feet. Good job. That is such a hard exercise. I am so impressed. All right, we have earned some feet in straps big time. So let's do that to finish out. So take your box off and place it to the side. Bring your foot bars all the way up. Have whatever springs on that you like for feet and straps. I'm going to do 2 red springs and then lay on your back. All right, so get your feet in the loops. Push away. Okay, so let's just get our legs moving with some circles. So find your neutral spine, reach on the diagonal, and then big circles of the legs. Good. So after all those kind of intense exercises, take this chance to kind of slow your breathing down, kind of come back down to earth after all that fun stuff. Good. The pelvis and spine, the more stable and still they are, the more the hips get out of this circle. All right, now let's go the opposite direction, reversing the circle and down. Good, try to widen your collarbones, melt the ribs into the mat. Very good. All right, now pause with your legs forward, externally rotate to a V, and lift and lower your legs a couple times in that external rotation. Good, really feel those deep rotator muscles in the hips. All right, now pause with your feet up to the ceiling. Bend your knees like a frog and place the soles of the feet together. Kick your feet out to a straddle and close the legs back to the start. And then we go again. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, bend like you're sliding your feet down the wall. Open to a straddle and close together. Good. Couple more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Out and then in. Okay, now reversing it, we straddle first, keep the carriage still, bend and clap the feet together, reach straight up, and then press down. And we go again, open, frog, reach, and press. Good, ensuring that your back and pelvis stay neutral all throughout. So if they can't, maybe don't bring the legs quite so close to you. Good. All right, we're going to finish up with a little short spine and then long spine. So legs are reaching forward. You're going to turn them to parallel, lift your legs towards the ceiling, and imprint your spine to roll up to your shoulder blades. Good. Now flex your feet, bend like a frog, and you're going to articulate your spine to roll down. Your hips get further away from your heels, and then you pull the feet down last minute to reach. And then we go again. Parallel to lift, scoop through the abs to roll, turn out and bend. Now leave your feet where they are in space. Roll your hips away from your heels. And then finish by pulling and reaching. All right, you guys, one more. Lift and roll, bend, and then lower down. Okay, stick with short spine if that's good for you today, or we're going to do a little bit of long spine. So parallel, we curl up and over the same way. Once you hit the stopper, turn your straight legs out, separate to hip width apart. Now roll your spine down with the legs long, push them down and forward, and then come back to parallel. So we go up with the feet together, separate and turn them out, roll down in that open position, and then push. Very good. Let's do maybe 2 more times. Good. Separate and then really feel connected to the back of the body as you roll down. All right, you guys, bring your knees to your chest. Slip your feet out of the ropes. Roll to your side to come on up. Okay, and we'll end with a little single thigh stretch. So just a single red spring. Come up to standing. Place the nearest foot against the shoulder rest. Knee is down. Let's take our outside arm and reach it forward, palm up. Sink into your stretch and rotate away from the machine and then come back up. Good. Now you want to keep your torso away from that front thigh as best you can. It's going to give you your best stretch. And then up. So good. So if you had like a measuring tape between this rib and hip, they would hardly spread out. Very good. All right, last one. Maybe hold your stretch here for an extra breath or two. Try to sink a little deeper. Maybe try to twist a little deeper. And then bring yourself on up. Very good. Okay, other side. Okay, stack up tall. Cinch up through the abdominals. Arm forward. And then we stretch and rotate. And then unwind. Good. Really see the room as you rotate. Kind of scan the horizon with your eyes. All right, last one. Hold your twist. Settle in. Good. Try to press a little further. Twist a little more. And with that, we are all done. Thank you so much for being brave and trying these advanced level exercises with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn all your notifications on. Leave me a comment if you have any feedback or requests. And please share this video with a friend. I would appreciate it so much. And I will see you next time. Bye.